What up? I am, and today I'm bringing you an updated guide for the infinite pots. This guide will include all the normal locations, including the treasure item locations, along with the weeklies for every area. First, let us go everything that is universal between all of the grind areas. All of them drop the corresponding pities for each piece. No matter what mob it is, they have a chance to drop it. Unless, of course, I specify it's only the one, and that is it. Using a blue loot scroll only is the most applicable to all spots. They are not very high value, so using anything more I feel is not worth. You can get lucky at any time and just get the raw drop from any of these areas. Keep your eyes peeled for Faru and make sure to get him because he can drop both pities and the raw drops. With that being said, the first one we're going over is HP. Ron's Tintinnolium, along with the Tranquil Tintinnolium pities. First, Ronaros, actually located here in Kama Sylvia. One of the more stubborn pot pieces, and I'd highly recommend for the weekly that is here at Navir. He's located at the Asher Western Camp. This is just slightly to the north. Definitely recommend this as your first weekly for the HP, as this is a very stubborn spot. The Guardian and the Catcher here will be the main ones to focus. Treasure alternative area to this is Crescent Shrine in Valencia. If you have a little trouble getting here because it is in the desert where you can't see much, no worries. Buy 3 Explorer's Compass on the market and combine them in your inventory to see in the desert. Then proceed to where I am. Here also your Guardian will be the main focus for the raw drop. Next, the Sherikhan Pancea. Also the Dragon's Fang, almost forgot. Sherikhan Necropolis, of course, is the main area. The weekly being located at Kamira, who is actually the node manager. Which is perfect, we love those. And we just click on node, go there and get the weekly. Hell yeah. Grinding during the day, I definitely recommend putting on quite a few CC crystals if you're newer to the area. Man, unless you're hella geared and you one-shot most of them anyway. Focus Karud and Belkadas. Unlike most spots, however, there is actually a nighttime. I highly recommend coming here at night instead. It just requires a little bit more gear. You can make up to 600 plus mil in the 40 minutes that nighttime is here. This is, however, very energy dependent. Even with me being around 652 energy, I still can't maintain the 40 minutes. Carry pots and pop them off CD. A tip for you if you're grinding at nighttime, leave your horse by the statue as you summon it. This way you don't have to stand around and your horse will help spawn the mobs for you. You can then go to a second statue while that one is spawning to summon another. Run back to the mob that spawns in your horse to kill that one before you come back to kill the one you just summoned. This is effectively doubling your efficiency. Do keep in mind that you need to get back fast enough so that way it doesn't do too much damage to your horse. With that being said, high mobility classes are really good here. If you're hella mobile here, you can actually do 3 at a time. That's what I do and I can mix them back. Not to mention the titles in this area are only gained from the nighttime mobs. All of the nighttime mobs have a chance to drop the raw piece and pities. And now for Roddy Cave is your treasure alternative. Simply come down to the island, go in the cave, and the best grind is actually at the very end. What do I mean? Go all the way to the bottom. Just keep going until you can't find no more where to go. Yeah. Zero Prodi is your main target. There'll be a lot of them. Next, the Halfmoon Kagtunak. And of course, Blood Wolf Oath Pities. Blood Wolves is your main go-to, and at the main node manager, Mira has your weekly. Always dispose of the Executioner and Guard as they will drop you the piece. Your alternative for this, believe it or not, is all the way in Valencia at Cadre Ruins. The Armored Fighter will drop your piece here, but I tend to actually like Cactum still more. But you will get a lot more other things here at Cadre. The loot pool difference. And now we move on to your infinite mana pot. Mana. You know what I mean? I'll learn to sing someday, no worries. Valtarras Clairvoyance and the memory pity pieces. Main area being Navarin Steep and Enro has your weekly. Another one that is just click and get the weekly. Hell yeah. They actually changed a few things here, which were some nice quality of life. Mastery is auto applied at 2k max. You don't have to worry about wearing all your manos, and you can simply just use a normal magical tool now. Or a regular one if you have it has better decreased time. Focus the Farika and Farina. They also actually have a chance to give you a pity piece on kill now, not only from gathering. Your alternative for the treasure event is actually hunting in Valencia, Kama Sylvia, Drigan, Odalita, or Mountain of Eternal Winter. I would highly recommend Odalita hunting as it is the most efficient and you make decent money there. Most hunters usually do the rhinos because it is decently efficient and gives really good EXP and decent drops. Though if you have a little bit more gear and want a higher chance and more possibilities per hour, definitely go gather the wolves here and hunt them. Do keep in mind that you are highly more likely to get the raw drop here than you are the pity pieces. I have a buddy who's here often. Garnier has gotten a shit ton of them, but has only mainly gotten the raw pieces. This man has hella life skill. I think it's like top 6 NA or something. God tier. So from his experience, mainly raw drops. This area does get hella popular though, so if it does and you can't find a rotation, I highly recommend going to the Shrine of Prayers in the Mountain of Eternal Winter. And technically, Balanos, Calphin, and Medea have the Blue Whale and Fugitive Culk that you could kill for the piece as well. For that I say to you, good luck. Next, your Narc Crimson Tier and Narc Soulless Pities. Mantrams, a lot of us know Mantrams. Viversa has your weekly here at the Node Manager. The Shaman and even the Great Warrior now have chances to give you the raw drop. Your other, the treasure, the thing, the other spot is actually south of Navarne. Featherwolves, of course, the Featherwolves of Navarne. Here just to the south is actually the best location for them and the most density. A little bit of a tip for you is ride your horse as you grind the area. Of course, make sure your horse has some armor. You don't want it dying as you grind, do you? By riding around on your horse, this will actually help with your aggro. As you run through with your horse, mobs will aggro, and as you get off your horse and destroy the mobs, more will continue to do so around the area. This will help a little bit with consistency and going through the grind a little bit faster. And don't tan them, you only get the pieces and the raw drop on kill. And lastly, Marthanans Gland. And the Cac Variax Venom. Sorry. You know how I recommended Ronaros for your weekly for the HP pot? Well, this one will be here for your mana pot. The Shira, you make little to nothing unless once in a while you get a Ruins Ring. The one at the mid node has your weekly. Your alternative, a place where almost no one ever goes, but it has really decent SP actually, Fadas. That area between Ronaros and Ash Forest. Always kill the warrior as your main focus. Now let's say you get 100 pity pieces in one of the areas, now what? How do you make them? To Marandora and Kama you go, have a nice little chat with her. Have the 100 pity pieces on you and she will give you an alternate item. Use that item along with your 100 pity pieces in the simple alchemy tab in your processing window. This will give you the full piece, easy. With the HP pot you can do gradual HP increases as you get more pieces, however with the mana pot you cannot. Probably like, Crimson, why do they do that? That's not fair. Well, if you know, there's not a lot of classes that need that much mana, so if they had little ones, it's probably all they would go for. Infinite pot, easy, updated, all the spots. Let's go. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if this video helped you out. I'd hella appreciate that. Thank you all for watching and good luck on your grinds. See you all in the next video. Crimson out.